We are so privileged today. We are going to hear from wonderful young musicians. And I am going to call Dr. Mary Ann Ray to come to make the introduction. Dr. Ray, as you know, is the executive director of the Kocha Institute. She was for our commission as well. And we're just so pleased that she was able to get students from the Mason Gross School of the Arts, as well as the John Cali School at Montclair State University. So please, applause for Dr. Mary Ann Ray. Let me take this.
Oh, wow, this is delightful. This is so nice to be a guest rather than the MC, because I see, I want to thank Gilda, the current chair, for giving me the opportunity to introduce our next performers. And I also would like to acknowledge the fact that, for those of you who may not know, when I was executive director back in, what is it, like 2005, 2006, I'm losing track of time, and that was under the administration and excellent leadership of the founder of the commission, and I see Commissioner and Chair Emeritus, Nazario Larry Paragano, and I'd like to acknowledge him as well, Larry. Thank you so much. Just in a little bit on the history of this performance, and I just want to let you know how it actually came to be. It was at the conclusion of the academic year last year at the advisory board of the Kocha Institute, and we were discussing with our advisors, what kind of strategic direction might we, go after next year. And I said, well, I know what I want. I want to do something, find an appropriate occasion to further cement our already excellent relationship with Rutgers University. I said, bravo, everybody agreed. Okay, Marianne, now your job, find an opportunity. 2 weeks later, I'm at Rutgers for the Board of Academic Advisors meeting, and we're talking about brainstorming on what we might do today for this Congress. And I said, gee, twinkle in the eye, I said, what about if we could pull off something between the Mason Gross and the John D. Cali schools of music? And, total great support. Well, I am just so pleased that it actually has come to fruition. And before I introduce our performers who are here today, I would like to thank the muckety mucks, or the grand poobahs, as my son calls them. He's a junior in college. No, third year now. They don't call them juniors anymore, right? Anyway, I'd like to thank Dr. Robert Aldridge, who was director of the music department of the Mason Gross School of the Arts at Rutgers, formerly at Cali. We miss him, but boy, what a great partnership this was. That was made in heaven, right? And then Dr. Frederick Uri, who was chair of the voice area at the Mason Gross School, and Professor Jeffrey Gall, director of the opera workshop at the John J. Cali School of Music at Montclair State, and in particular, Professor Pamela Gilmore, who was the director of opera here at the Mason Gross School of Rutgers, and she will also be our pianist accompanist to the, and one other thing I learned about Pamela Gilmore this morning, her mother's from Bari, so I just had to share that with you. Yes, and so, and now let me introduce our performers, our opera students. I said you call you singers, performers, whatever, cantanti. And now, I didn't need these in 2005. Okay. They're from the Mason Gross opera students, if you'd like to stand as I give you the name. Vincent Grana, baritone. Vincent, okay. Erin Schwab, soprano. Curtis Streetman, bass. And from the Cali School of Music, 3 students whom I've already had the pleasure to hear sing multiple times, so I know their compatriots will be just as good. That's Heather Fleming, contralto. Mia Pafumi, soprano. And Theron Cromer, tenor. Okay, grazie mille. Enjoy, divertiti. And you're on. Okay, thank you.
Thank you all. You hear me? Yeah. I just wanted to take this opportunity to invite you all to our opera productions at Rutgers. We do very professional, fully produced opera performances at least twice a year. Our fall offering on November 17th and 18th is a production of The Tempest, a true Baroque pastiche that's based on the Shakespeare play, but with numerous composers among them Purcell, Weldon, Locke, Bannister, and Zaghi. And will be accompanied by a period instrument ensemble. And our large production this spring, February 1, 3, 8, and 10, is going to be Verdi's Falstaff. So I hope you can join us. Thank you.
I'd also like to extend my thanks to all of you for allowing us to sing for all of you. This is a great pleasure for us. And let me give a little short, as brief as I can, introduction of this aria. This is the aria I'm about to sing, Aprite un poco gli occhi. It is from Mozart's Le Nozze di Figaro. And at this point, Figaro and Susanna, his newly married wife, have enjoyed marriage for very short times, and Figaro already believes that Susanna is planning a tryst with the Count. Surprise, surprise. And this is him having completed all of his plans, and he's in such a loss for words because he just can't believe that he's turned into the jealous husband that he so hates. And this is his warning to every other man. Look at what's happened here. These are rosy spinose, orse benigna, colombe maligna, all of these wonderful images that he uses for this aria are very vivid. That's all I can say about that. So, aprite un po' quello.
Tutto disposto, non dovrebbe esser vicina. Io sento gente, ed essa non è alcun. Buia è la notte, ed io comincio mai a fare il scimunito mestiere di marito. Ingrata, nel momento della mia cerimonia, e godeva leggendo, e nel vederlo io rideva di me senza saperlo. Oh, Susanna, quanta pena mi costi con quell'ingenua faccia, con quegli occhi innocenti. Chi creduto l'avria, ma che il fidarsi a donna è ognor follia. Aprite un po' quegli occhi, uomini incauti e sciocchi, guardate queste femmine, guardate cosa son. Guardate cosa son, guardate cosa son. Queste chiamate dagli ingannati sensi, a cui tributo e censi lodevole ragion, lodevole ragion, lodevole ragion. Son streghe che incantano per farci penar, sirene che cantano per farci affogar, civette che allettano per farci le piume, comete che brillano per toglierci il lume. Son rose spinose, son volpi vezzose, son orse benigne, colombe maligne, maestre di inganni e amiche d'affanni che vincono metto l'amore. Non sento pietà, non sento pietà, no, 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 no. Il resto non dico, già ognuno lo sa. Aprite un po' quegli occhi, uomini incauti e sciocchi, guardate queste femmine, guardate cosa son. Son streghe che incantano, il resto non dico, sirene che cantano, il resto non dico, civette che allettano, il resto non dico, comete che brillano, il resto non dico. Son rose spinose, son volpi vezzose, son orse benigne, colombe maligne, maestre di inganni, amiche d'affanni che che fingono metto d'amore non sento pietà, non sento pietà, no, 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 il resto non dico, già ognuno lo sa, il resto non dico, già ognuno lo sa, già ognuno lo sa, già ognuno lo sa, già ognuno lo sa.
Hello, my name is Heather Fleming, and this early afternoon I will be singing an aria from Handel's early opera Giulio Cesare. And this is an aria sung by the character Cornelia. And at this point in the opera, it's in the first act. And she has just been in the room when her husband's head has been presented to Caesar. And immediately she faints. And when she comes to, she attempts to stab herself. And they refrain, they stop her. And she sings after that of her grief and how the only way she feels that she can be relieved of that grief is to die, but even that is being held for her.
pretending to be the Queen of the Fairies. My mother and a few friends of mine have arranged to trick John Falstaff, who's been very sinful, and I'm also planning to trick my father so that I may marry the man I choose. So, without further ado.
Curtis, and I'm singing from Nabucco, Verdi's third opera. And after he finished Nabucco, he wrote, "I now feel like my artistry has been born within me." So it meant a lot to him. It also meant a lot to the Italian people. It was associated with the Risorgimento movement. And when Verdi died, people in the streets were singing a chorus from this opera, Va Pensiero. In this opera, Zachariah he's the high priest, and all the Israelites have been taken into captivity to Babylon. and somewhere within a courtyard in the palace of Nebuchadnezzar, Zacharias summons the high priests of the Levite class and basically says, look, we're in captivity, things aren't great, but we still have to honor God with these laws that he set down to us. And he's holding up the tablets that Moses had given to them at this point. And he's summoning them with the tablets. So it's a great moment of power, even though seemingly they're weak because they're in captivity. He's saying, no, we are still strong. We have the law. And it's our job, my fellow priests, to maintain the law for our people, for now and for future generations. Pastore. This aria is from the opera L'Arlesiana by Francesco Cilea. And at this point in the opera, my character, Federico, has just found out that his lover, L'Arlesiana, the woman from Arles, is actually with another man. So, the man actually shows up to his house and says that she is actually my lover. So this obviously distresses him, and he runs away from the house, and he ends up in like a farmhouse. And he's there, and he's lamenting, and his little brother comes in and starts to sing or speak of this story that they would talk about the pastor boy, the shepherd boy, and falls asleep in the middle of speaking it. And that's the beginning of the aria, La solita storia del pastore, the old story of the shepherd. Sonno l'oblio